Good day, colleagues. My name is Nicole Owens. Today, I will be presenting a research proposal entitled Black Male Child Survivors of Childhood Sexual Abuse Effects on Cognitive Function. Childhood sexual abuse, or CSA, is a social ill that is thought to be rooted in evil, but this lay belief is false. CSA holds psychological, social, and often cultural underpinnings that research is still attempting to gain an understanding of. CSA is defined as any sexual activity with a child where consent is not or cannot be given. The following work serves as a proposal for research with the guiding question, how does the trauma of CSA affect the cognitive skills of Black male child survivors? This work will introduce the actual case of CSA that inspires this proposal, the rationale and importance of the topic of the study, a brief literature review, the method of research in which will be conducted, the ethical concerns, and the manner in which such concerns will be addressed, and the concluding factors for the proposal. Research design synopsis. To reiterate, the research question is, how does the trauma of CSA affect the cognitive skills of male child survivors? In closely analyzing research methods, it is proposed that the design that stands to best answer this question is the exploratory design. This two-phase design allows qualitative data to be collected first. The quantitative data is built from the qualitative data set. This design is unique in that it connects qualitative results to shape the quantitative data collection. In using this design, the research team will begin with the qualitative method first to explore the wide range of variables concerning survivors and the possibility of cognitive decline. Two researchers, which are graduate students, two psychotherapists that specialize in CSA, and a child psychologist will take charge of the sampling aspect of the study. They will utilize a purposive sampling technique. This technique serves as most beneficial, for its main goal is to focus on the specific characteristics of the overarching population of interest. This aids in better answering the research question. The graduate students will receive a list of male child survivors from JJPI, an agency where children receive therapeutic services for CSA. The proposed sample size is 30 male children of varied racial, ethnic, and socioeconomic backgrounds. Coupled with the children, one parent or caregiver of each child will be asked to participate. Researchers will also provide the opportunity for one school-based teacher of each student to participate in a virtual interview or face-to-face interview to gain findings on behavior and cognitive skills in school. Following the adoption of the sample, 30 male children plus, each group will be provided with participant-specific informed consent forms and the ability to propose any questions regarding the study. Following this step, researchers will provide participants with information regarding a reasonable study incentive and the dates when interviews, psychological and scientific instruments, and cognitive tests will be administered. The male child participants, parents, and caregivers and teachers will participate in individual interviews to gain findings concerning accounts of CSA and cognitive skills. The team psychologist will devise an interview instrument specifically for the children in the likeness of the adult life story interview, a qualitative instrument based in social sciences. This new instrument will be culturally relevant, sensitive to the cognitive and psychological needs of traumatized children, and based in research on narrative interviews. Research offers that children provide more accurate information when they are able to freely narrate. The adults will be interviewed as well to gather findings regarding patterns prior to and after CSA in the realm of cognitive abilities. Following the interviews, each child will participate in two assessments, one where traumatic stress can be measured and one where common cognitive skills are measured. The TSCC is a self-report measure of traumatic stress symptoms. The WMRS is, as stated by Alloway, an observer-based rating scale that reflects behavioral difficulties of children with poor working memory. Both instruments have been previously IRB approved as valid and reliable with children ages 5 to 16. To conclude the first phase, debriefing of phase 1 will take place and psychometric data will be recorded for later use in conjunction with the qualitative phase of the study. The quantitative portion of the research will serve as descriptive and will highly depend on the findings from the aforementioned instruments used. One specific method of quantitative analysis will stem from the frequency of parent caregivers and teacher-reported instances of cognitive deficit in the home and at school. The educator reports on the frequency of student behavior will also be statistically analyzed. If provided with the hospital-based grant, each student will later undergo an MRI to gather more qualitative findings regarding working memory. An MRI is important to the quantitative data set for its parameter analysis and accurate delineation of subcortical brain structure lends to answering the research question. And returning to the nature of a mixed method exploratory study, researchers will continue to gain findings to provide a response to the posed question. I would like to thank you all for listening. This research is very important to me, and I hope that one day it will further aid this population. Thank you.